What's happening, everybody? It's Chef Smooth back again with another video. Today, hey, look, we got something special. I know I've got a video on my channel already with this same cut of meat, but man, you can't do nothing but perfect it. Each time you cook, man, you do something a little different and it always comes out a little better. So look, today we doing beef ribs. So after you dry it off out the package, get all that liquid off of it, you want to take your sharp knife and start going to town on this fat, man, because there is some beautiful marbled meat underneath. Every time I buy short ribs, always some beautiful marbled meat up underneath. But you want to take that fat off because none of the seasoning is going to penetrate to the meat, and it's damn sure not going to really stick all that well. So and you don't want to have that nasty stuff in your mouth anyways while you're trying to enjoy a good cut of meat like this. So anyway, go ahead and try to take it off. A lot of times it'll just pull off. And see, look at that, that's nasty. You don't want to put that in your mouth. You don't want to get stuck chewing on a piece that's got all that. Take some of that silver skin off. And let's say, just take your time, try not to cut yourself, but you really want to have a sharp knife and you don't want to get into the meat too bad, because any little divots and stuff that you wind up putting in that meat gonna wind up pulling up with liquid. It's gonna mess the bark up. But we got this, and you got to be careful because that line of fat right there, you can't cut into it, goes all the way to the bone. So some of that you just got to leave there, you know what I'm saying? Just leave it there, it'll be all good. We're gonna do 1 part salt, 2 parts pepper. Part. And this is 16 mesh black pepper, so you know, if you have a hard time trying to find 16 mesh, all you got to do is type it into Amazon. They got plenty of 16 mesh black pepper on there that you can get, so it's all good. Throw a lid on here, shake it up real good. Let's season up these short ribs. All right, so my shaker sucks, so I'm throwing it in a bowl. Do this by hand. Just make sure you get good coverage. You know, it may seem like it's a lot of salt, but at the end, this meat, while it cooks, it's gonna start shrinking up on the bone and it's gonna get real thick. So it can take a good bit of salt, but that's the reason why we go 1 part diamond crystal salt, 2 parts 16 mesh black pepper. Y'all good. And even though I know seasoning's not gonna penetrate through that membrane on the bones, we're gonna season it anyways because it just makes me feel better. Call it the ADD in me. Now that we all seasoned up, I'm gonna transfer it to a wire rack so it can just chill while we fire the grill up. See you then. You know, people can say what they want to about char griller, but look, this just goes to show you, man, you can get one of the cheapest offset smokers that you can find and put out some really good work. Now you got to work a little bit harder for it, I will give you that, because it's thin steel, but you know, you can do this on just about anything, man. I mean, you know, that's what I'm here for, to show you you ain't got to have all these big bad smokers to get to produce the same kind of stuff that you see other people doing. 2 hours. Got a little bit of pullback, both sides. Spin it. All right, so we 3.5 hours into this cook, and the bark ain't really set to where I need it to be, and also the fat ain't rendered. There's a lot of collagen in this. But now we at the 5-hour mark. Look at that pullback. Look at the bark. It's beautiful. The collagen's rendered down real good. Got real soft fat. My finger's going right through it. It's squirting out juice everywhere. Man, it's time to wrap. I'm gonna wet this paper down real good so it becomes real good and pliable. I'm gonna throw some Wagyu fat down. Man, we're gonna have this. This is gonna be very, very succulent. It's gonna be melt in your mouth. I promise you, you got to do this. We're gonna throw it down there and we're gonna wrap it, and I'm gonna put it on back on the grill with the bark, with the meat side down. That way the bones are up, the meat's down. All this liquid, this extra liquid that's in there is gonna help braise this meat and further break down the collagen that's in this cut of beef and just make it so tender, man. Watch, you'll see. Now that we got this wrapped up, we're gonna throw it back on the grill. I've been smoking at about 240 to 275 range, and try not to let it fluctuate outside of that. We're gonna throw it on here and ramp up the heat to about 300, 315. So it's been 2 hours since we last talked, and I put this back on the grill. It's probing like a hot knife in butter, man. It's time to come off. My Thermometer ain't reading right. Oh well, it's coming off. All right, so it's been 8 hours and we gave it a 30-minute rest. So it's been 8.5 hours, 8 hours of cooking. It basically cooked wrapped for about 2.5 hours before it was ready. Now it's probe tender. So let's see what we got. See if we can do this without making a mess. So it looks beautiful. Let's see what we got going on here. Cuts like butter. Man, that's beautiful. Got a nice smoke ring in here. Top and bottom. Fats rendered down really good. Oh yeah, they all look ridiculous. Ain't nothing left to do but to try one. Man, I mean the bones is coming right off of it. Definitely the best cut of barbecue that you can possibly make. And that's it. That's all we got in this episode, man. I appreciate y'all sticking around. Y'all make sure that y'all like, y'all subscribe, comment. Let me know what I did wrong, what you seen in the video that you think I could have. Because, hey, look, we all here to help each other. You know, if I can help you, if you see something you know a little more, I don't know everything there is to know. So if you see something I did wrong that I can improve on, please let me know, man. Hit me up in the comments. My Instagram, go to my Facebook, whatever, hit me up. Let's talk. All right, y'all, peace.